Jeb Hartness and Mark Schnurr, with Viktor Lakhin and Lynn Kidd to get us started here at the Watsco Center. And the opening day of... Here's Zachary all the way through. Skips for Schieffelin. 3-ball out front. Good. Ian Schieffelin.
When you consider Horace Grant, right, you think about all the great bigs. Tree Rollins, as we see James Blackman, who played in Indiana, as Ian Schieffelin gets an opportunity to knock down his second three-point field goal of the game, and does so. WD came in shooting 19, is to continue to be more of a force on the defensive end using his length.
Dylan Hunter into traffic, back for Wiggins, 3. Chauncey Wiggins knocks down a triple.
Close to 39% from 3, and that's where they've done their damage early.
Cleveland at the foul line area knocks down the first points for Miami.
Until Matthew Cleveland checked into the game, and he showed off his hops multiple times in the Arkansas game. You got to give Cleveland an opportunity to finish that.
Schieffelin a 2-pointer.
And Ian Schieffelin actually asked for a sub, as Brad Brownell has
5 to shoot. Here's Cleveland. Eyeing one from deep over the top of Schieffelin. Matthew Cleveland now all 5 of Miami's points. Still an 8-point Clemson lead. Zachary will pull the trigger and hit.
And that's a steadying force when you can do it off the bounce for the mid-range and then off the bounce one.
Divine Ogochukwu from Houston. And Del Jones from outside Landover, Maryland. And eventually inside, Brandon Johnson gets the basket. First basket for Chase Hunter, who's averaging almost 16 a game. There goes the drive. Ogochukwu. 5 to shoot. Cleveland winding against Chase Hunter and scores. Matthew Cleveland is buoying. Who got the basket a moment ago, and he found some rhythm. Front rim, back rim, and in.
That will be a yes. Miles, forgive me. Jalen Blackman answers your question, as that was very close to a back door, but ends up being a turnover anyway.
On the run, Joe Bay, the lob and dunk.
It's all about the U and turning defense into offense. Throwing it up top, Matthew Cleveland putting it down. But when you watch Miami, you can see it's been a completely different level of defensive intensity, as we see Jay-Z with the nice, and that's going to be a second of back-to-back tough road contest for Kentucky. You consider having to go play against Clemson. And in this game alone, 3 of 3, so close to matching.
Here's the steal, and Hunter, the soft
It was a dunk. It was a
soft dunk.
It's still a dunk, but I mean more mellow style. I think over 40% from 3, missed 2 wide open looks.
Final half minute. Johnson, a 2-pointer.
Once again.
That's kind of where their bread has been buttered so far in the first 8 games they've played. Wiggins knocks down the jumper. Kidd a lot more assertive at the offensive end here.
He absolutely is, and trying to get his hands on the basketball. Good things normally happen for the Canes when he gets his hands on the basketball. We talked about shoot 70% from the field. Great footwork, and to be able to get to that left hand, of course, very familiar because he started his career with the Clemson Tigers.
Sure did. 7 games at Clemson. There's the drive. Viktor Lakhin, his first points of the ball game.
Nice drive, but Schieffelin knew to pass that off to Jay-Z before he fell to make sure that he didn't get a travel.
Look at Lakhin spinning in the lane with a right hand, and it goes.
And Bert Smith had a great look on that because Lakhin put a hand up, but Bert Smith immediately saying he did not touch it. Otherwise, that would have been an offensive interference.
Tied at 31. A little bit more of the offensive catalog than I knew Lakhin had a moment ago.
Tell you what, it took us 10 minutes to get any type of offense like this in the first half. The second half.
The front rim miss, and Schieffelin.
The first offensive rebound for Schieffelin. Now a double-double for him, 11 and 10.
Hunter on the quick drive and basket. Those are the first free throws of the game for Clemson, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, one thing's for certain, though, Coach L can talk about the physicality, but it hasn't been as though it's been an inconsistent whistle, so the referees have been allowing these teams to play on both ends of the floor.
Staten McCray inside gets his 3rd field goal. He's got 7 all in the second half. And the long 3, there's Chase Hunter from downtown.
But you talk about the ability to be able against Chase Hunter to be able to figure it out, but Chase Hunter letting it be known, anything you can do, I can do better.
Tim Schieffelin. Here's Ian. Outside, Lakhin, 3. Oh my. So another 20 and a reset. Here goes Bethea, a 3.
Big bucket for Jalil Bethea.
Now to Zachary. Shot clock at 5 and Wiggins. Chauncey dips in, slips it across. Dylan Hunter, a three. First points of the game. Cold-blooded from Dylan Hunter. Skip back. Bethea thought about it. Zachary the flyby. The freshman got the bounce on the three. Here goes Hunter against Staten McCray. Pull up at the foul line. Got it.
We talked about who Brad Brownell trusts. It's the 13th ranked team in the country in the net rankings. Is a little mind-boggling, but with this bucket right here, Chase Hunter's separation, which could very possibly.
And some really, really big shots down the stretch and stops for Brad Brownell's team to post this road win.
And it wasn't necessarily the usual suspects. It wasn't always Chase Hunter or Ian Schieffelin.